Narrowing down this list required a mother's instinct.
A princess does not place her weapons on the table.
Mom, it's just my bow.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 best Disney moms of all time. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be breaking down the best animated Disney moms of all time. The characters need to actually be good mothers, so villains such as Mother Gothel and Lady Tremaine simply won't do. Additionally, the characters need to actually be mothers, so mother figures such as Nani from Lilo and Stitch will not be considered.
Tiana, your daddy may not have gotten the place he always wanted, but he had something better. He had love.
Number 10. Duchess, the Aristocats.
Marie, darling, Marie, you must stop that. This is really not ladylike.
After she and her 3 kittens were catnapped and abandoned in the French countryside by her owner's vengeful butler, Duchess could have given up, but she didn't. Instead, she hunkered down and against all odds made it back home just in time to expose the dastardly Edgar for the spiteful crook he was. In doing so, Duchess proved that she was more than capable of handling herself in tough situations, all while keeping her progeny safe. Not to mention educated. After all, they are Aristocats, and appearances must be upheld.
Now, my darling, now don't be frightened, Juice. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Now, let's get into the basket, all of us.
Number 9. Eudora, the Princess and the Frog.
If you make a wish on the evening star, it's sure to come true.
Well, you wish on that star, sweetheart.
Coming in at number 9 is a slightly more contemporary Disney mama. The kind of character who not only wants her child to be successful, but also understands that even adults need to have a little fun from time to time. Eudora is all that and more, as she also works her butt off to provide for her loved ones while maintaining a level head in complicated situations.
Baby cakes, I'm sure this place is going to be just wonderful.
Did the fact that it was none other than Oprah Winfrey who voiced Eudora play a part in our decision-making process? Well, it didn't hurt.
Just look at it, Mama. Doesn't it just make you want to cry?
Number 8. Mrs. Jumbo, Dumbo.
Dear me, what's his name?
Jumbo Jr.
Oh, Jumbo Jr., huh?
The best Disney moms are the ones that will do literally anything to protect their children. However, this rarely comes without consequence. Take Mrs. Jumbo. When the movie starts, it's made perfectly clear to viewers that she loves her son more than anything else in the entire world, shielding him from the nasty comments of the other elephants. Later, Mrs. Jumbo defends her beloved son from a group of nasty boys, but her violent outburst gets her locked up. Despite all this, she maintains a strong relationship with her son, and in the end, they live happily ever after. Number 7. Perdita, 101 Dalmatians.
Oh, Pongo, it's her.
There are truly no limits to a mother's love. At the beginning of the film, we see Perdita and her husband Pongo caring for a litter of 15 pups. But by the end, they find themselves with a whopping 99. Perdy is the perfect match for Pongo, and doesn't mind putting him in his place from time to time, especially when it involves the well-being of their children. She embarks on a cross-country journey to rescue her lost pups from the clutches of the evil and fur-obsessed villain Cruella de Vil, and in the end winds up adopting 84 others. Now that's one fearless Disney mom.
Oh, my darlings, my darlings.
How'd you find us, Dad?
Please.
Lucky! Patch, Pepper, Freckles.
Number 6. Bambi's mother, Bambi.
Come on. Wake up. We have company.
Bambi's mother nurtures her son with love and compassion and educates him on the ways of the forest. She and Mrs. Rabbit are pretty much the only moms we see in the film, and they both do an excellent job of caring for their respective children. In one of the most famous scenes in film history, Bambi's mother makes the ultimate sacrifice, dying so that her son may live. As heartbreaking a moment as it was, one can't help but feel admiration for how Bambi's mother acted, putting her child first at the expense of her own personal well-being. If that's not the mark of a great mother, we don't know what is.
I'm awful hungry, Mother.
Yes, I know.
Number 5. Kanga, the Winnie the Pooh franchise.
Pooh, Roo has a little surprise for you.
Flowers.
Honeysuckle.
You know you've earned the respect of every creature in the 100-Acre Wood when Tigger refuses to bounce you. Kanga is both a literal mother, caring for her young son Roo, and a symbolic one, providing wisdom and counsel to Pooh, Piglet, and many of the other characters in the films and books. Kanga is very patient with Roo and never treats him scornfully when he makes a mistake. She often teaches the younger animals about the ways of the forest and protects them during times of crisis. She's strong, loving, and full of knowledge. What more could you want from a mom?
Oh, thank goodness.
Gee, that was fun!
Number 4. Queen Elinor, brave.
Just listen!
I am the queen. You listen to me.
Oh!
If there's one thing Queen Elinor cares about above all else, it's the safety of her children. Sometimes this manifests itself in the form of strict disciplinary actions and a rebuking of her eldest daughter Merida's ideas. While their relationship isn't exactly the most progressive, it does show that Elinor only wants the best for her daughter, and by extension the kingdom, as it is Merida who will one day inherit the role of queen.
Remember to smile.
In the film, Elinor undergoes one of the most dramatic character arcs, transitioning from a stubborn perfectionist to a more accepting and loving queen, something that ultimately brings her closer to her daughter. Adapting for your kids? Now that's love.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Number 3. Mrs. Potts, Beauty and the Beast.
Now, Chip, I'll not have you making up such wild stories.
Really, Mama? I saw her.
Is there anyone out there who doesn't absolutely adore this character? First off, she takes the fact that she was transformed into an anthropomorphic teapot in stride. Second, she never loses focus of what's really important, her son Chip. And finally, she's one of the few characters in the film that isn't afraid to stand up to the Beast, calling him out when he throws a tantrum and advising him in times of turmoil.
But she is being so difficult.
Gently, gently.
She's smart and kind-hearted, but can be incredibly fierce when the going gets tough. Oh, and she has an awesome singing voice. What's not to like?
Cheer up, my puppet. Things will turn out in the end. You'll feel a lot better after dinner.
Number 2. Kala, Tarzan.
What do you feel?
My heart.
Come here.
Kala may not be Tarzan's birth mother, but that doesn't stop her from raising him as her own. She dutifully adopts the young human after his parents are killed and protects him from the dangers of the jungle throughout childhood. Kala is a calm and reassuring presence throughout the film, all the while doing a great job of raising her child.
He's only a child.
That's no excuse, Kala. You can't keep defending him.
But he'll learn.
He will never learn. You can't learn to be one of us.
Because you never give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
Despite her peaceful demeanor, Kala can be incredibly ferocious and will do whatever it takes to keep Tarzan safe. She also educates and nurtures him as if he were her true son.
Tarzan, I just want you to be happy, whatever you decide.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Jim, I don't want to lose you.
Mom, you won't.
Simba, you're alive? How can that be?
It doesn't matter. I'm home.
Oh, all this packing makes me hungry. What would you say to dinner at, Pizza Planet?
Pizza Planet? Oh, cool!
Through all this confusion, you've stayed... Well, you've stayed our happy girl. Your dad's under a lot of pressure.
Our deal was that you could stay awake until Daddy came home. Now say goodnight.
Dad, do we have to?
Number 1. Helen Parr, also known as Elastigirl, the Incredibles franchise.
Mom. You're making weird faces again.
No, I'm not.
Helen Parr is the mother we all wish we could have. And let's face it, all moms are superheroes. For starters, Helen's a former superhero who now spends her days caring for her 3 equally super children, a task that requires all of her many skills. Second, she's a loving wife to her husband Bob, despite the fact that when we first meet her, she expresses a desire for independence. This shows that she's adaptable, or stretchable if you will. Finally, Helen is a fighter. No, like literally. She kicks ass, particularly during the film's climactic battle sequences. Despite her abilities, Helen comes off as a truly authentic mother, which is why she scores the top spot on our list.
One of you patrol the perimeter, keep the crowds back and safe. The other watch after Jack. But I thought we were gonna go.
You heard your mother.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.